Hello, Math Masterminds. Today we're going to be looking at systems of equations. A system of equations is when you have two or more equations using the same variables. The solution to the system is the point that satisfies all of the equations. This point will be an ordered pair. When graphing, you will encounter three possibilities. One solution, no solution, infinite solutions. But at the 8th grade level, we're only going to focus on one solution. We're going to look at the point where the two lines or two equations intersect. For example, here we have two equations that have been graphed. The point where the lines intersect is your solution. So the solution of this graph, where the two equations intersect, is 0.12. So that will be the solution for both equations. Sometimes you're going to be given a real world situation. For example, the graph models the linear relationship between the charge for a trip and the number of miles driven for two taxis. So when looking at this graph, I have to understand what is taking place. So I see the point of intersection and it's at 5 miles. It will cost $20 for taxi 1 and taxi 2. So when given my answer choices, based on the graph, which statement appears to be true, I have more information when answering my questions. For example, answer choice F says the charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 greater for taxi 1 than for taxi 2, and that's not true. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 less for taxi 1 than for taxi 2. That's not true. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $20 for both taxi 1 and taxi 2. That's the answer choice that I will go with because that's what I had already determined. And of course, we always want to look at our last answer choice. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles cannot be determined for either taxi 1 or taxi 2, and that's not true. So again, I will go with answer choice H. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always come see me in Google Meet.